What's up, everyone? Welcome back to King Anime Review, and for this video I will be reviewing chapter 55 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. And this chapter, it confirmed a lot of the stuff that I've been talking about for the past couple of months. In my chapter 54 predictions video and in my chapter 55 predictions video, I mentioned the fact that I think the Nine Tails was the one who actually died from the Biryan mode. And of course, I show evidence to back up my theory or my prediction on that. And basically what it was the Nine Tails, he said either him or Naruto would die. He didn't say that they both was going to die. He said either him or Naruto or both of them would die. And the reason why the Nine Tails said that, as he explained in this chapter, was because like he knew, or he basically thought that if he said he would be the only one to die from it, that Naruto will hesitate and be hesitant about using it and possibly even refuse to use it at all. And that's why he told Naruto that either him or Naruto would die, or both of them would die from the effects of the Biryan mode. But it turned out to be just the Nine Tails. I predicted that was going to happen literally 2 months ago in my chapter 54 predictions video. And even my chapter 55 predictions video, I said that I thought that was going to be the case. And I ended up being right. And another thing that I explained in my chapter 55 predictions video was I cleared up a misconception and I clarified something that ended up being confirmed in this chapter. So yeah, I predicted basically exactly what was going to happen with this whole Biryan mode situation. A lot of people, they were getting confused, and I basically cleared up that whole misconception, and I basically debunked that whole theory that people was having, saying that, oh, well, if the Nine Tails died, then Naruto would die too. I basically debunked that whole theory in my chapter 55 predictions video, and I ended up being right because I said that the Nine Tails dying inside of Naruto would not be the same thing as a tail beast extraction. That's what the Nine Tails said in this chapter. He said that basically the tail beast chakra is vanishing completely. It's not getting extracted out of him. It's vanishing. So the Naruto wouldn't die from being he wouldn't die just like a normal Jinchuriki would die when they get a tail beast extracted, because this is not a tail beast extraction. It's just the Nine Tails dying while inside Naruto's body, which does make sense considering what we knew about the Biryan mode. Nine Tails said either him or Naruto would die. He ended up being the one who died, and he was never extracted. I mean, I accidentally said never. Technically Naruto did get the Nine Tails extracted from him in the fourth grade ninja war. He got extracted from him by Madara. Madara took the Nine Tails out of him. But yeah, he didn't get it in Boruto. In this case, going up against Ishiki, he didn't get extracted from him. So yeah, I ended up being proven right about that. The Nine Tails died while he was inside of Naruto. Thus, it wasn't a tail beast extraction, and Naruto ended up surviving. So yeah, I was right about that. Then, basically, everybody, Sasuke, Kawaki, Boruto, that basically was trying to figure out how to get back into, well, they already knew how to go back into the Hidden Leaf Village, but they was trying to get Boruto to go back in there. We got a little bit of dialogue with Kawaki saying some stuff like, hey, that promise that I made to you, basically he's saying, he was basically saying he meant that he's gonna, just because he lost the karma doesn't mean he's done. Basically he wants to, he wants Boruto to get rid of the karma. He wants to help Boruto to get rid of the karma. Obviously, Boruto didn't like the karma as well. Kawaki said something in this chapter that I actually disagree with. And I've been noticing this with Kawaki. I've been noticing Kawaki play himself down. He kind of like a humble person would do. Like if you give him a compliment, they'll say, oh, I'm not that good or something like that. I've been noticing Kawaki playing himself down, which, I think that's just because he's humble. But we all know exactly how amazing Kawaki is, exactly how talented he is, and etc. But one thing he said in this chapter was, he basically said, I couldn't do anything without the karma. But we know that's wrong. I mean, we know that's Kawaki just being humble, because look at what he did. He outsmarted Momoshiki and Ishiki. He outsmarted two Aotsutsuki, both of whom have probably been living for centuries. And he outsmarted these guys like they was little kids. So we know he definitely is very talented, very skilled, very smart, and he was able to do some very great, you know, exceptional things even without the karma. Not to mention all, you know, the different ninjutsu that he learned in a short amount of time. I don't know exactly how long he's been in the village for. I hope we get some confirmation of that. Like maybe it's been 6 months, maybe it's I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so him doing like he outsmarted Momoshiki, outsmarted Ishiki. You know, the whole thing with the shadow clone, he played himself down doing that too. Like said, oh well, I'm not that good at, I mean, I'm only capable of manifesting like one clone or something like that. He played himself down. He's a very, very skilled guy. But yeah, so that basically that's what happened with that. And then Sasuke said that he can't I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think Sasuke said he can't open a portal because he don't have a Rinnegan anymore, so he told Boruto to do it. And Boruto was trying too hard. Kawaki said you just gotta relax. And then he got closer to Boruto, and then it looked like some chakra started emanating off of them. And then the portal opened, and then Sasuke, Naruto, all of them, they went back to the Hidden Leaf Village. I also predicted that in my chapter 55 review. I said either Code is gonna come and attack Sasuke and them, or they're all just gonna go back to the Hidden Leaf Village in the next chapter. So I ended up being right about them going back to the Hidden Leaf Village. So yeah, I ended up being right about that. And the whole thing with Code, although Code didn't attack Sasuke and the rest of the characters, although he didn't attack them, I was still right about him basically going after Sasuke and the rest of them, because basically he said he like it was revealed in this chapter that he essentially had a fake karma. He called it a dud. So he essentially had a dud that I guess is not a real karma. That whole thing, I think that needs further explanation as to what exactly is going on with that, because that just seems absolutely ridiculous. Like I think what they were trying to say was Ishiki tried to implant a karma on Code, but since he wasn't anywhere near being a suitable vessel, it didn't actually work on him. But he still kind of have a little bit of karma powers, it seemed like, because the pattern actually manifested. The karma seal pattern actually showed up on his hand and stuff. And Ishiki actually popped out of the, you know, he didn't pop out, but it was kind of like an image of him, like a hologram, or like his soul kind of like emanated out of the hand of Code with the karma seal. So I guess Code has like a little fake karma seal, or I guess they called it a dud, basically a failed version of the karma seal. So yeah, and it was also revealed that Code, he wants to get revenge for Ishiki, and he was basically a worshiper of the Otsutsuki, which is pretty stupid. Like, I don't know why you would worship these guys, but we still got to learn more about Code's character. But that's pretty much what was revealed about him, and it seems like he's going to be attacking, and he's going to be focused on attacking the Hidden Leaf Village. And actually, I think I predicted that months ago. Well, actually, did I? I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I might have predicted that a while ago. But yeah. So that's what happened with that. And then Ishiki told Code that basically either get Boruto or Kawaki and feed them to the Ten Tails, and then create to basically recreate the divine tree, or basically to have the divine tree grow and eat the fruit from the divine tree. Now, I don't think Code is a normal human. Like, I think he might be like one of them, like kind of like a fabrication, like from the Miski arc, or probably he's kind of like Miski, or a synthetic clone of something. I don't know. So that could be the reason why he's able to eat the fruit of the divine tree, because I don't think he's necessarily normal. Or he could be like Delta, where he's kind of like a cyborg or something like that. But anyways, so yeah, it seems like they're setting up Code to be the next villain of the series, which is cool. Yeah, I'm interested to see where they go with that. Now, another thing I forgot to talk about is Sasuke. He basically, back when he was talking about, when he told Boruto to open a portal and stuff, he was acting like he couldn't do it himself. And I said a couple of videos, I think it was in a couple of videos where I said that Sasuke should still be able to use Rinnegan Jutsu, even if the Rinnegan is actually damaged. Because back in the we basically seen Madara use his Mangekyo Sharingan abilities, his Susanoo, when he had literally no eyes, and he was still able to use the Susanoo. We seen Itachi use the Susanoo when he was completely blind, but he was still able to use the Susanoo. So, applying that same logic to the Rinnegan, I thought that Sasuke should still be able to use his Rinnegan abilities, because the Rinnegan has literally been stated to be the natural progression to the Sharingan. It's basically an evolved version of the Sharingan. But it seems like the same rules that apply to the Sharingan doesn't apply to the Rinnegan when it comes to if the eyes damage. It doesn't seem like the person can actually use those abilities anymore, unlike with the Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, that could just be a special case with the Susanoo. Maybe it's just specifically the Susanoo. You can't use that regardless of what happens to your eyes, because, you know, the chakra could just be like pouring out of your eye sockets. I don't know. But yeah, so that's another thing. But like I said, if Kishimoto wanted to do, he could have Sasuke use the Izanagi. I highly doubt he's gonna have Sasuke use the Izanagi, unfortunately, because I think Sasuke, he didn't use his Rinnegan to his fullest potential. He he could have used Almighty Push. You know, he could have been ripping people's souls out. You know, freezing them, and he could have been doing a lot of different stuff that he didn't do. You know, he could have created extra arms and extra limbs for himself. So, you know, it's a lot of Rinnegan abilities that he didn't use. Like, it's even ability where he can summon the King of Hell and then walk in there and basically, you know, restore his, you know, get another arm or whatever. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Kishimoto is going that route. You know, he took away the Nine Tails from Naruto, and then he took away Sasuke's Rinnegan. I actually said that literally. I don't think, what was it, my chapter? It was either chapter 54 predictions or chapter 55 predictions video, or it was probably my chapter 54 review or something like that. It was one of those videos, one of those 3 videos, I'm pretty sure, where I said that I think Kishimoto is trying to take away Naruto's power and Sasuke's power. You know, I mean, not all of their power, but their most powerful abilities, which for Naruto, that's the Nine Tails, and for Sasuke, that's the Rinnegan. So, that's exactly what it seems like Kishimoto's doing. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Sasuke is going to use the Izanagi, even though he technically can use the Izanagi, and it would have been a smart move for him to do, because I don't get why he didn't do that. He clearly knows how to do the ability. I mean, he literally seen Itachi. Itachi explained the whole thing to him. But yeah, it is what it is with that. Naruto's still alive, but he's not gonna. The Nine Tails warned me, said you're not gonna be as powerful as he was before, so you gotta watch out, or else you're gonna be joining me soon. Yeah, so that's that. And yeah, and then at the end of the chapter, they were back in the Hidden Leaf Village. I was hoping we were going to see Sarda in this chapter, but that ended up not being the case. We're most likely going to see her next week. But, I mean, not next week, next month in the next chapter. Because, you know, Kawaki and them, they're in the Hidden Leaf Village now. All of this is cool. I'm looking forward to see what happens next. It seems like this whole Kawaki/Kara arc has officially concluded. And it was a fantastic arc. So, with that being said, yeah, that's what I got to say about this chapter. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter in the comment section below. I think it was a 10 out of 10. I know some people, you know, it wasn't necessarily, you know, action focused. It was more so explaining stuff that was going to, basically explaining things that happened and stuff like that. But I think it did fantastic. I think it did a good job at explaining what it needed to. I think the pacing was pretty good. It set up Code as the next villain. And, you know, they explained some things that needed to be explained. So, overall, I think it was a 10 out of 10, pretty good chapter. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the chapter in the comment section below. And let me know what you guys thought of my review in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And like the video if you liked it. And click that channel notification bell to be notified on all of my future videos. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.